Hey, what's going on? So in today's topic, we'll be talking about reel mowers, and specifically, I was browsing Marketplace on Facebook and I stumbled upon a John Deere 220A. This is a 22-inch commercial grade reel mower. They are used to mow golf courses. Now they're asking $600 for it. I messaged the seller. I asked if it starts, does it run, does the engine stay on, or does it die? You know, it is an older unit, so these are appropriate questions. So the seller says, I have no idea if it starts. I don't know how to start it. They don't know how to use it. They bought a house. The mower came with the house, and so they don't need it. So $600 is a bargain, but for an unknown condition, I think $600 was even too much. So I said, hey, yes or no, $300. I come over from Seattle area. I ask no questions. I just throw it in my van and I'll deal with that later. They said, okay, $300, it's yours. With diesel being $4.10, that should cost me $118, $120. So if I get a reel mower for $420, that would be ideal. Now I don't know if it needs anything. That's what we're going to find out. But I had a McLean 18-inch last year. They posted up for $500 and it got picked up within a week. So if I pick up this John Deere and there'll be an upgrade, and if it runs, everything's good. It should cost me about $220 total if it runs. Frank, come here. Sorry, got a little distracted. My dog was off leash and he saw another dog, so he started creeping up on it. Kind of dropped my camera just to leash it out before he ran up to the other dogs. So basically, I'm going to pick it up right now. It's Friday. I'm hoping to do a little service on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So let's hope this is a $220 reel. So I'm back from Oregon. I got back late last night around 1 a.m. and by the time I got there it was really dark. So here it is, John Deere 220A. So this unit was produced anywhere from 1997 to 2002. It's got 135 hours on it, which I don't know if that's a lot or not. Seems pretty low, but looks in decent shape for $300. Can't complain. It's got I'll brush the roller, and it's got a 11 blade reel on it, and it looks sharp. It looks crisp. Does not have any nicks. So I'll tilt it over. First I have to get it unloaded because this sucker is heavy. So I got my dad come over and he's gonna help me take it out and start digging into it. All right, so we got it started. And I had some I pulled it a couple times, but I did not show any signs of starting up. So I took the spark plug out and there was some water in there, so I pulled yanked it a couple more times. The water splashed out of the cylinder. Put the spark plug back in there and it started right up. Tried mowing it. It mows right now. Actually, let's go show. It's a Saturday, so we're doing some auto shop today. So I tried mowing it here. It mows nice and low. The reel is really sharp. It's really sharp. It's an 11 blade reel. Still got a I gotta get a hang of it, and it rained a lot last night, so I'm going to scalp the lawn anyways, since we're going to reseed. And so I did not run it for a long time since there was water in the cylinder. Now I'm going to basically change all the fluids. So change the fluids, grease up the bearings. Now let's see if there's oil in there. Oh wow, okay. Looks like there's a little too much, but I don't think it should be spilling out like that. And that looks pretty milky, so I'm assuming there's water in the crankcase, which would explain if it's set outside. It's got to be the drain plug, so I'll drain it all and flush it and refill new oil. So it's going to be 2 oil changes. Wow, okay, well, that's working. Just got this reel. It's a little rusty, but it is sharp. Not a single nick on it. Now it's time to check out the bed knife, but I'm really excited to use it. So this is the bed knife, and it looks nice and sharp. It looks new. I don't know if it's new or just sharpened. Now it's got a little rust. That's something that can be cleaned up. I'll just get a light sandpaper and clean it up, and I'll see if it cuts paper. But yeah, the condition of the cutting mechanism is really nice. So I'm going to drain the oil right now. So while the oil is draining, I'm going to drain a fuel tank, because it is also not, I see some debris in there, and this is old gasoline. It's got mixed with water, oil mixed with water. And for my environmentalist friends, don't worry, it's draining into a solo cup in there, on there. And it's just on the ground. Now there is some spillage, but we'll clean it up with some oil cleaner. Now the solo cup is full, so we'll just take another one. All right, and we're gonna have, I'll just grab another one. Yeah, that's not the right viscosity for oil. Definitely shouldn't look like a latte. Okay, let's keep going. Let's tilt it back. Yeah, there's shouldn't even be that much oil. All right, so let's drain the gas. So this is gasoline from the tank, from the lawnmower. Really yellow and dirty looking. This is fresh gasoline from today's morning. Now, you can't keep it in the solo cup for more than a minute because it's super thin plastic and it'll just melt it away. So let's just put it here. It's a much thicker container and it will not melt. These are from my backer screws. Now let's keep pouring out. Alright, so I got that old gasoline out of the tank. Now this is what it looks like. Now this is the oil. Not very pretty. Both have water in them. Now I filled up a tank with fresh gasoline, but I'm going to actually siphon because the pickup tube is not all the way at the bottom, so I'll siphon this into my oil tray to speed things up a little bit. And we're going to flush out the tank, the crankcase, put new fluids on it, in it, and put grease and all the bearings that it requires. Flushed out the tank 3 times to get all the debris out. Now look how clean that is. Hope let the camera focus. As I want to, but it is crystal clear in there. So now all we have to do is pour some fresh gasoline in there. I'll spray some cleaner in the carb just to up the gunk or water that was in there, and we're gonna blow it up with some air, compressed air. Now I'll set the compressor to 75 psi. That should be okay. I don't think that's too much pressure to cause any damage to anything, so just blow it off. Carb back on. All right, so we poured fresh gasoline in there, and now check that out. It is clean, it's see-through. Compared to the old, looks like someone peed in the tank. All right, so last thing we have to do is flush out the crankcase, and we are good to start it. Okay, now same thing. I put the old container with old oil in there. So, case. Now run the mower for a few minutes and drain that oil and put fresh oil in again. Okay, moment of truth. Now we have fresh gas, fresh oil. Now let's try to crank it. One pull. Okay. There you have it. And it works. Start at one pool, fresh gas, some oil. Very nice. All right. So now I'm going to drain the oil one more time. Put fresh oil in there so there's no more water, and then we're good to mow. Let's take the oil out one more time and we'll see what comes out. It's clean. It's fairly clean. But let's go ahead and flush it out. All right, so we changed gas and we changed oil twice, and I was going to repack the grease and all the grease fittings here, but I bought a mini grease gun by mistake instead of just a regular one. So I won't do that. A quick overview what we've done now. They had it listed for $600, and honestly I would have paid $1,000 for it. I was looking for a real mower to upgrade from my McLean 18-inch McLean. Now I bought my McLean for $300 last year. Now I sold it for $500. Now this was listed for $600, and then I said, you know, I asked questions. Hey, does it start? Does it run? Does it mow? And the seller straight up said, honestly, I don't know. We haven't used it. The last owner left it at the house. It was bought from a golf course. But what I think, this filter spark plug and the boot looks brand new. So what I think is, people that sold it to me, they tried starting it. They bought some new parts for it, new spark plug. Now, technically I should have started, but it didn't start. Had water in the crankcase and the cylinder itself. So probably didn't think to pull the cord and just, let the compression push all the water out. And so they decided to post it for $600. And like, I don't like lowballing, but you know, without knowing if it runs or not, I said $300. To my surprise, they agreed, so I went to pick it up.